Alright, listen up, you fucks. You see this disgusting, ugly, pathetic excuse for a mayor? Looking like a chewed up piece of gum. Yeah, she's shit. We should all know that. And we can prove it, mathematically. Pinkie Pie is probably one of the worst characters in the show that I've seen. And I've seen all of them. I've seen people like Twilight. I mean, how can you be lower than probably the worst character in fiction entirely? A completely Mary Sued character that has such contrived spells to get her out of any situation. And be worse than that. I mean, it's like watching Superman on steroids. It's like if One Punch Man wasn't good. It's an overpowered, bland character whose personality is literally a book. But Pinkie is worse than that. If you're looking at it from an objective standpoint, the entire main six is shit, but like Pinkie is the worst. She's the cadence of the main six. From her part of the element of harmony alone. Like, you got loyalty, honesty, generosity. Yeah, magic is a stretch. I admit that. That is kind of bullshit, but we've already established Twilight is just a little bit above her. But who cares? You have laughter. Like, what the fuck? Laughter? Like, the only thing I'm laughing at is how you can be this shit of a friend and still have friends yourself. Like, how desperate are the people who are still hanging out with you when you're this much of an asshole? Because every episode with this discount Majin Buu is about how everyone mistreats her when she acts like a complete and utter prick. Take, for example, Backstage Pass. My girl Shimmer, just vibing, trying to enjoy the festival, and along comes this ball of mental degeneracy. She does everything she can to get Sunset thrown out of the concert. Sunset reruns this shit on some speed running type thing dozens of times to try and make it so that she can contain Pinkie's exceptionalism, but eventually says fuck it. She clearly does not give a single fuck about this concert and rides solo, and we're supposed to feel bad for Pinkie for being left out after Sunset gave her millions of tries to try to get her to just contain her mental disorders, whatever it is that makes Pinkie act the way that she does. And we're supposed to feel bad for Pinkie. Why? Then with the quiz shit in Twilight, she tries to explain how important it is to her, even tries to give her the ball. She's not on her Kobe shit. She knows she could one-man army this entire quiz thing. She can answer everything. She's a smart pony. When your entire personality is books, you at least typically know what's written in those books. But Pinkie doesn't give a fuck, you know? Easy layup answers. She gives a nonsensical meme answer. It's the equivalent of like having a friend, but this friend browses Reddit. I probably don't need to explain anything more, but I mean, he's over there quoting Rick and Morty unironically, talking about Wholesome 100, other Reddit tier shit. This dude unironically gives a fuck about his karma on Reddit. The moral of pretty much every single Pinkie episode is your friends may be shit and not respect anything that you do, but you should put up with them anyway. She's jealous, as we've seen with like when Rainbow Dash has a friend with a griffin. She's manipulative. Like anytime she gets yelled at, she just starts crying and everyone feels bad for her. Like Fluttershy is supposed to be the crying girly pony, but Pinkie Pie bursts into tears more time than her. Anytime she faces any kind of backlash for the just bullshit that she pulls, she starts crying. It is the most manipulative fucking shit ever. If she doesn't get her way, she's just going to guilt trip you. When Rainbow Dash found a better party planner, she just guilt trips Rainbow Dash into like fucking hiring her back as the party planner. Because her ego is so fucking large, everything has to revolve around her, that if there is even one person doing the same job as her, she will just completely fucking lose her mind. If her friends ignore her for a single day, imagine this, that you can literally not go a day without talking to a friend, or they go into a psychotic rage fit where they're talking to inanimate objects like they've replaced you. Imagine if she just, instead of getting inanimate objects, she just went out and just tried to make you jealous by making more friends. It's the most psychopathic shit I've ever seen. And this is the character that we're supposed to like, that's like an element of harmony, supposed to bring the world together. We're supposed to be like these people. If we're supposed to be like these people, then I don't know what kind of world the devs or the show writers want us to have. I can only imagine that the people writing Pinkie and writing her as like being the victim are probably the biggest fucking assholes in the entire staff. Like, there's no way you can write this, actually look at it, go, yeah, this seems good, this seems plausible, this is the lesson that we want to push off on kids, and not be a complete fucking asshole yourself. Look, I'm not saying you can't like her, you know, I'm sure there must be some redeeming quality if you look far enough. I'm sure, like, even the biggest pile of shit must have some redeeming quality. Clearly insects like shit, so, you know, maybe you're just a fucking bug. But even if you wanted to waifu a fucking bug, there's Chrysalis, who's leagues above Pinkie. You worship chewed gum. Your waifu is shit and you should feel like shit.